Hello YouTube, Nathan Dewey here, doing my final thoughts on the GEC Tediote Barlow. After 4 days in counting of using this knife, I think I have a fair enough understanding and a good interpretation of the overall likability of this knife. First I want to talk about the build quality. Like I said in the other video, you have pretty much all stainless steel handle, as in the back springs, the liners, the bolsters, and the pins are all stainless steel. And you've got ebony wood handles, which is a very high quality handle. There's no cracks. It's nicely buffed, so there's no splinters. These two pins are recessed, and these two are completely flush. You don't even feel them. Nicely buffed. Back springs are flush in both the open and closed position for both blades. A thing worth mentioning is that in the half position, instead of sticking out a little bit out of the handle, the back spring is actually recessed into the handle even further. Now what that does is it makes the tension in the half position a little bit stronger than in the open position. So you actually, when you use it, you have to pull the blade out halfway, reset yourself, pull it out the rest of the way. Some may like that, some may not. It's really just a safety thing. Again, going back to the peanut, normally this does have a back half stop, but it's weak enough that you can just pull it out all the way without stopping. Easier to access, but again, just a little less safe because of that. Carrying, no real problems. Like I said in the other video, it's 2.4 ounces, 3 inches closed. It's no thicker than your Victorinox Tinker, so there's no real problems in carrying it. It's in the pocket. It's heavy enough that you feel it in the pocket, but it's not so much that it gets annoying. Opposed to the peanut, again, there have been times that this thing has fallen out of my pocket without me knowing, and whenever I sit in a car or at the movie theaters, I have to check my pockets a little bit just to make sure it didn't come out. So a little more weight is good. A little bit less versus a little bit more. Use. I like it for use. Both blades are 1095 high carbon steel. Generally speaking, you will get a sharper edge on carbon steel than you will on stainless. It has a nice, thin, full flat grind. This still has the factory edge after 4 days of using. I've just been honing it on steel. The blade stock is a little thick for my liking, but again, that just makes it a little bit stronger. A little more tough, as is the nature of the Barlow design. Didn't use the pen blade at all. The pen blade is a little bit easier to come out because of the thinner back spring. What else? Yeah, you can see the patina that's formed. I do a lot of food prep with my knives, so this is mostly from apples, mushrooms, onions, garlic. I got high blood sugar, so I gotta eat more fruits and vegetables, so that's a good incentive to put a good patina on a knife. Oh, another thing worth mentioning. My only real complaint, or it's not really a complaint, it's just something I noticed, is that the points on the tang are a little rough. They're not buffed out. I don't know if all GEC knives have this, or it's just because this is the Tediote brand that it has that. Tediote Cutlery is the, what you would call a, their entry-level stuff. They have 3 separate brands in the GEC company. You got Tediote, Northfield, and then you've got Great Eastern. So I don't know if they buff that out with the higher price, but it doesn't really affect use. It's just when you hold it a certain way, it just really put pressure into the tang is when you actually feel, but it's not enough. Again, chances are you're not going to hold your knife like this. Good choke up, draw cuts, extended grip for slicing, side grip for carving, what have you. Overall, I am still very happy that I bought this knife. I still have to keep up my peanut collection, and now I gotta keep up with my Barlow collection, my GEC Barlow collection, or just GEC in general. They're fantastic knives. Great Eastern is a fairly new company. They started in 2007. From what I understand, they have, a more modern machinery than your other knife companies, or your other slip joint companies, because Case Knives has been around since 1898, so kind of, you know. So anyway, I hope to buy more of these in the future, and I hope they keep up the quality. Thanks for looking. Take care, guys.